Hi everybody! So today I was playing around with my new Distress Oxide inks and I wanted to show you what I got out of it. So I made this piece here and it's all in watercolor paper, but I think it looks like rust. And then I added some green on it to make it look kind of patinaed. So I think this will be neat later on, cut out with the die cut machine or embossed with the die cutting machine. To make some neat backgrounds. But I wanted to show you how easy it was to do that, and it's so much fun playing with the Distress Oxide inks. So the only three colors I used here, and these are the ones that I have so far. Worn Lipstick, Fossilized Amber, Broken China, Wilted Violet. And then the three we're going to play with today are Cracked Pistachio, Vintage Photo, and Spiced Marmalade. Marmalade, however you want to say that. And you just need a craft mat or a piece of acetate. And like I said, I'm just using a piece of watercolor paper. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to spray my watercolor paper down to get it started. So I just misted that with some water. And I'm going to put down some Vintage Photo on the mat, just a couple swipes. And I got this idea from doctor's office I was at last week. The receptionist had a very modern desk, and it looked like a piece of like sheet metal that was wrapped around the front side of the desk, and they had purposely distressed it. You could see how it was, like, I guess acid was sprayed on it and the rust had dripped down the front of it. So it was very modern, very cool looking, and I thought, you know, that would be really neat to try to mimic that. All right, and then we're going to get the heat tool and we're going to dry that out. And the biggest difference I found between the Distress Oxide inks and the normal Distress inks is that with normal Distress inks, when you would get them wet, they would reactivate the color and the color would move. Once the Distress Oxide is wet and then dried again, that color is permanent. So it's not going to muddy up, mix, or anything like that. And I think I need to make this a little more wet. There we go. We're just adding on layers of color here. Alright, now I'm going to put some spiced marmalade down. I'm just going to wipe up my mat here. Same thing, just wet that down. That orange really gives it a more traditional rust look. I'm trying to get the white spots out of the paper here. There we go. And dry that again. I think already that is starting to look rusty. And this watercolor paper gives it that texture. So you can keep layering the vintage photo, the spiced marmalade on there. The other thing I thought of when I was doing this was I was just looking at my other colors, and I really wanted to see how they would layer, because that was the big thing, was how these colors layer on top of each other. And I thought, you know, I bet that cracked pistachio would look neat on there. And here's the first one I did. And you can see that cracked pistachio really made it look patinaed. So I'm going to do a little more on the second one and see what it looks like. Alright, there you go, guys. How to make your paper look like rust or patina using Distress Oxide inks. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. If you have any questions, post them below. I am enjoying playing with these inks. There's so many different things that you can do with them, and I will post some more videos soon. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, guys, and keep on stamping.